This is Valaji with SociaLifeChicago. Today we're here with Emily of GoldPlaited, and Emily's going to show us a few ways to get the Gatsby look from makeup to hair. Hi.
Hello, thank you for joining us today here at GoldPlaited. We're a finishing salon located in Lakeview, and we specialize in professional makeup looks, bombshell blowouts, and dry styles. Today we're going to show you different variations on hair and makeup with Gatsby, and it's only $75 for the combo of both, so can't wait to get started.
All right, can't wait to get started on the look.
This is Lauren, our model, and her skin has already been prepped for the makeup looks we'll do today. We used our gold-plated mineralized foundation, which has a matte finish, which is perfect for a Gatsby look. First thing we're going to start out with is her brows. We're using Billion Dollar Brow product in a powder form with a hard angle brush that has a spoolie on the other side. The first thing we're going to do is brush through the eyebrows with the spoolie brush. This will really get the eyebrows set and ready to go for makeup to be applied. Then I'll use the hard angle brush to dip into the brow powder. I will dip it in and brush it through the brows, really pulling it through each hair and dragging it a little bit longer along the edges to give it that more 20s vibe. Then again, I'll use the spoolie brush to brush the product through, making it look a little bit more natural so that the brows have a more natural look, but definitely shaped and defined, which is something in the 20s that they definitely did. The next thing that we are going to do is move on to her eyes. We're going to use one of our waterproof gel liners in more of a charcoaly gray tone. Typically in the 20s, the tones that they used on the eyes were taupey, gray, and purple tones, definitely something darker. I'm going to smudge it onto the top of the lash line and then all the way around to the bottom of the lash line. After the gel liner is applied, you then want to use a blending brush. The blending brush is key for this 1920s look. It's all about blending the shadows all across the lid. I'm going to use a gray gold-plated eyeshadow that is similar to the liner shade that I used and blend the shadow all the way across the lid in more of a rounded shape, which is very typical of 1920s. They wanted the eyes to look bright and almost doll-like. I'm also going to continue to blend it underneath the lash line to create a very smoky, blended look. The next thing I'm going to do is apply some mascara. Eyeliner was not typically used in the 20s, so we're going to skip that step and go straight to the mascara. I've already curled her lashes in prep, which is important. Again, I'm going to apply mascara to both the top and the bottom of the lashes to really open up the eyes. Then we're moving on to the cheeks. On the cheeks, we want to use a cream blush, which is in more of a rosy shade, and apply it directly to the apples of her cheek in a circular motion, really brightening up those cheeks and pulling it all the way along up to the temple. The lips were a key component in the 1920s in the Gatsby look. They really highlighted the bow of the lip, which is what we're going to do here by using a gold-plated lip liner. Plum, berry, raspberry tones were very typical of that era, which is what we're going to use today. The lip tone we're using is Boysenberry by GoldPlaited. Now that you've seen the Gatsby look, we've done 4 additional tweaks to sort of modernize her look or try something different. The first thing we did was add a cat eye liner to her eye using a gel liner. This is something very edgy and funky and very popular right now. People are constantly asking for it. So adding that to this look definitely modernizes it. Second thing we did was add a little bit of shimmer using a light pink shade in our gold-plated pigments to the inner corner of her eyes. This opens up the eyes and it also adds a little bit of highlight. So it's a great tip to use and really easy. The next thing we did is add a little bit of dimension. Contour is everything right now, as we all know. So we used some of our powders to add a little contour to her cheekbones, temple, and the sides of her nose. And then lastly, we want to do a fun pop of color for spring using one of our luxury glosses by GoldPlaited. This is actually Vivid Emotion, very popular, and we love it here. And just a few quick changes, we have a whole new look.
And now that Lauren has gotten her makeup done, we're here with Marisol, who's going to be showing us a Gatsby-inspired hair look, which is an S-wave with a deep part.
We're going to use a spiral-shaped wand, taking each piece of hair and curling it in the same direction around the wand. This is what will create that S-curve wave that we're trying to achieve. Then brushing it through with a boar's head brush to create that smooth S-curved wave. You want to make sure that the waves are staying cohesive all the way through. So I'm just using my hands nicely to fluff the waves up and kind of push them back into their shape after I've brushed through them. Using your hands to just kind of feel the waves, feel the direction of the hair, and move it together so that it has that cohesive, smooth, waved look. And there you have it. This is the completed Gatsby modernized 1920s look created here at GoldPlaited. Voila!